Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back again to another episode on the Foundations SMP. This is episode 14 and today I'm going to be doing a bunch of work in my city. But before all of that, if you guys remember from the last episode, we built a creeper farm. It's kind of ugly, but it works. And yeah, we actually got quite a bit of gunpowder from it, almost 37 stacks. So I'm going to grab a shulker box real quick so I can transport all of this gunpowder back to my base. Alright, perfect. And now I'm going to go to my underground farming area so I can collect all the sugarcane I need to basically use all the gunpowder for rockets. Wait, let me just see how much sugarcane you need per piece of paper. Okay, yeah, so it's literally one sugarcane per one piece of paper. Cool. So that means I need 36 stacks and 48 of sugarcane. So I'll see you guys once I've collected all of that, I guess. Okay, sweet. I've now matched the sugarcane with the amount of gunpowder I had. Now the only thing left to do is craft all of this into firework rockets. Alright, there we go. I have now got just over 4 shulker boxes of rockets, which is just insane. Think about how many diamonds I would have saved. And it literally only took like an hour to build the creeper farm, and then I just AFK'd overnight. Like, God, this is so much easier and so much cheaper. I'm glad I did the creeper farm last episode. Very smart investment. But yeah, now I literally have 4 shulker boxes of rockets, which will last me like a very long time, like at least I'd say 4 weeks. Alright, so now in my ender chest box, I have my diamond box, and then I have 4 firework rocket boxes, and then the rest of my shulker boxes which aren't being used. So yeah, I don't think I'll ever buy a single firework rocket ever again. I'm so glad I built this creeper farm. But yeah, as I mentioned at the start of the episode, today I plan on doing a bunch of work on my city, which means we'll be able to break this sign on the to-do list, and I might also do this sign today. It's just selling leaves in the log shop. Quite a few people have asked for this, and I haven't done it yet, so yeah, I think I'm going to sell leaves in my log shop today as well. So yeah, that's the plan. Okay, I'm here in a creative super flat world now because I thought it would be interesting to show you guys sort of my process when designing skyscrapers. I usually design like a little bit of it, and I don't actually build the whole entire skyscraper in creative. I just get like a feel for how it's going to look, and then I find out how many times I want to multiply the bit I've just made in Foundations, and then I go into a copy of a world and put myself in survival with a netherite pick and a netherite axe, and I break it all, and then all the materials I need for that like bit will be in my inventory, and then I'll times it by however many like times I'm building that in Foundations, if that makes sense, and that's how I know my materials. So in this design for this skyscraper here, that's exactly what I've done. I need 52 stacks of stone brick slabs, 21 stacks of red sandstone, 10 stacks of glass panes, and 8 stacks of stripped cherry wood. And then I've also got multiply by 4. So that's usually how I do it. Not all the skyscrapers have been made like this, but the last few have, and I think it's the quickest way and the best way to do it. So yeah, I've actually designed 3 skyscrapers here. This next one is like a terracotta one, 46 stacks of spruce slabs, 27 stacks of yellow terracotta, 16 stacks of glass panes, and 8 stacks of white terracotta, and then multiply this by 9. I'm really excited to build out of terracotta. It'll be the first time I've built out of terracotta in Foundations. And then last but not least, this design here, 67 stacks of polished diorite slabs, 38 stacks of dark oak planks, 23 stacks of glass panes, and 13 stacks of polished basalt, and then multiply this by 10. So yeah, I've designed 3 skyscrapers today, and I'm going to be building all of them in this episode, and I might even build even more than this. I don't know. I guess it just depends on how many skyscrapers it takes to fill up that island. It'll probably be more than 3 actually. I'm saying it'll most likely be 5 plus, so yeah, a lot of work in the city today. But yeah, we're just going to do those 3 for now. So first of all, I'm going to mark out exactly where I want to build these 3 towers with like a cobblestone border. So yeah, I'll be right back with you guys once I've done that. Okay, I have fully marked out all the areas for the new skyscraper. So I have this area for this skyscraper here. As you can see, I do have to do quite a lot of terraforming as well as removing this beacon. I'll have to put it somewhere else, maybe over here, I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, I do have to do a bunch of terraforming here. It was either extend the island so I can place a skyscraper here or not have a skyscraper here at all, which just feels kind of empty. This part of the island is just kind of useless otherwise. I'll probably end up terraforming this in a little bit so there isn't any space here. And then also, you might have saw on my to-do list earlier, I think I'm going to try and make some sort of underwater entrance kind of thing. I don't know. I don't really have much of an idea for that apart from I want to make it cool. But yeah, let me show you where the other 2 buildings are going to be built. They are going to be built over this way. As you can see, I'm building 2 right next to each other here. I'm going to have to do a little bit of terraforming here, but not that much. But yeah, I'll get back to you once I'm done terraforming this part and that other building over there. Alright, there we go. All done. That took like 20 minutes. I can't lie, I thought it was going to take longer. But yeah, I terraformed this whole area here all the way underwater here. I think it looks alright. I think you can kind of tell that I've terraformed it, but I don't think it's the worst job in the world. And then also, I moved my beacon from over there all the way over over here because that's where the most space was for a beacon. And then I also did that little bit of terraforming over here. So yeah, now I'm going to collect all the materials for those 3 skyscrapers in one go. Like, I'm not going to get the materials, then build one, then more materials, then build one, then more materials, then build one, if that makes sense. I'm just going to get all the materials I need for all 3 skyscrapers right now. Okay, I have got all the materials I need for all 3 skyscrapers now. Most of it I already had in my storage system, I just had to craft a bunch. I did have to go out to the mining mesa and the mining desert. They're basically the same thing, they're right next to each other. But yeah, I had to go gather some terracotta and some red sandstone. But yeah, I guess I'll show you all the materials I have now. I got 13 shulker boxes worth, and this is all for those 3 skyscrapers. I've got kind of an insane amount of stuff now. And yeah, the only thing left to do now is to make these 3 skyscrapers. It's probably going to take like 12 hours. I don't know what I've got myself into. This is going to be pain. I'll see you guys once I'm done. Okay, and I have finished building all 3 of the skyscrapers. As you can see here, 2 of them are here. This is the first one I built, the terracotta one. I think it looks quite cool. And then there's this one made out of red sandstone and cherry wood. I actually really like this one. This is definitely my favorite out of the 3 we just built. I really like the shapes. I'm quite proud of this one, actually. I also think the colors work really well. You know, the stripped cherry wood and the red sandstone. Oh, I actually think this might be one of my favorites in the entire city so far. And then if we fly this way, this is the other building I made. It's nothing too special. It's just like a dark building with the polished basalt and the dark oak planks. It's next to like a couple other dark buildings, but I don't think it's the end of the world. I do really like how the diorite slabs contrast with the dark colors here. And yeah, I just realized there's actually so much glass in this build. I think it looks pretty cool though. So yeah, we are actually now up to 10 skyscrapers on the island, which I think is pretty sick. But you might have been able to notice I actually have planned out a few more buildings because, you know, we're trying to fill up this entire island and we haven't done that yet. So I've got another building planned out here, another one over here, and then I believe another one if I can find it. Maybe it's over this way. I don't know. I kind of forgot, not gonna lie. Okay, it's over here. And then also I've got one planned over here. I never actually mentioned this, I don't think, but a couple of months ago, there was just like this random island here and I decided to just flatten it. I didn't even like mention it at all. I just did it because I was bored. I was always planning to put a building or 2 here. So yeah, I planned out a building here. This is my like actual biggest skyscraper yet. This is 30 by 30. And yeah, I've actually designed these next 4 skyscrapers in my creative world. So let's head there now so I can show you. Okay, here we are. Here's the next 4 skyscrapers. I can't believe we're building 7 skyscrapers in one episode. This is just mental. Here's one of them. I think it looks quite unique. This is going to be repeated 6 times. And then here's the next one, which I think is like one of my personal favorites. It's using mangrove planks, which I don't think I actually have ever used before. And let me just say, I think it looks amazing. I'm also using polished blackstone bricks, which is another of my favorite blocks, and also oak slabs for the floors, which I think is nice and simple. And yeah, I'm liking the shapes. I like how the windows are 4 blocks high. It looks pretty cool in my opinion, and we're multiplying this by 10. The next one here is the one that's going to be built on the island. It's the biggest one in the entire city yet. It's 30 by 30, and it's going to be 10 floors. It's pretty simple. It's just oak planks, stone bricks, glass panes, and spruce slabs. It's like probably the simplest one yet, to be honest, except for I guess that one, but we'll get into that. So yeah, as you can imagine, this is going to take a lot of spruce slabs, you know, 30 by 30, 11 times because the floor, and then 10 floors, if that makes sense. 135 stacks of spruce slabs. Crikey, it's a good job I have like a double chest of extra spruce logs from clearing out that forest. And then here is the final one, which is actually the smallest one of the city yet. I'm not really a fan of this. I don't think anyone will be a fan of this. It's like really simple. It doesn't look the best, but it gets the job done. It will look alright when it's blended in with everything else, trust. So yeah, I guess the only thing left to do is hop onto the server and build all 4 of these. I guess it's time for more off-camera building. Okay, and after 10 more hours of building, I have done these 4 skyscrapers too now. So if we come outside here, first of all, we see this building, which was the last one I showcased. The smallest one of the city so far. It's incredibly simple. It's just a polished deep slate box with like 2x2 gaps for windows. That's literally it. Probably the worst skyscraper yet. And then over this way, we have the mangrove plank one, which has to be one of my favorites. I don't know why I like this one so much. I just think it looks really cool. Mangrove planks and polished blackstone bricks are like 2 of my favorite blocks in the entire game. So I think they work really well together. And then if we turn to the left here, over this way, we have like the polished granite and stone brick stair building. I don't know what to call it. I ended up putting acacia slabs as the floors instead of smooth sandstone slabs because I really just couldn't be bothered to gather more sandstone. I've kind of had enough at this point. I've been making skyscraper after skyscraper. I've just lost motivation now. But yeah, I think it looks pretty good. It's not my favorite, but you know what? It's pretty decent. It's different to some of the others. But yeah, the last of the 4 skyscrapers is this one built over here, the biggest one yet. And for some reason, I actually kind of like this one. It's also pretty simple. It's just oak planks and stone bricks, and the 2 far windows are double the size of the 3 middle ones. I don't know, I think it works. But yeah, now including this building, we have 14 skyscrapers in the city. If I just fly a little bit higher here and turn around so you guys can see all the skyscrapers. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll do another rocket. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And we started this video with 7 skyscrapers. We've literally doubled our skyscraper count this episode, which is just absolutely mental. But yeah, I'd say I've filled up the entire island with skyscrapers. I also basically filled up this island with skyscrapers too, if you think about it. But yeah, the only thing really left to do now is just to do a little bit of terraforming. I say terraforming, what I mean by that is just kind of get rid of this part. So let me do that real quick. Alright, that looks a lot better. It's terraformed in a bit, so that's all good. But yeah, now having done that, I think we've basically filled up the entire island with skyscrapers. I mean, there's this part here that I was going to terraform in a little bit closer to this building because there's like, I don't know, 10 blocks of space without anything. But you know what? I think it looks alright. Maybe I'll bring it in like 5 blocks another time. But to be honest, I think this is fine. It's not like there's enough space to fit another skyscraper anyway. And yeah, if I just fly around, basically the entire island is just full up with buildings. Right here is my current entrance to my underground farming area, and it is temporary. I'm planning on making like a nice entrance from the ocean into my underground farming area, which will also be my underground farming, villager trading, and storage area. I'm gonna have my farms and then my villager trading hall and then my huge mega storage system. I'll build that in like a few months because it is going to be massive, I promise. It's literally going to be for every single item in the game, so I'm going to do an episode getting every single item in Minecraft too, because I probably don't have every single one yet. But yeah, I'll make a proper entrance to the underground area another time. I think I've basically filled up this entire island with skyscrapers. Again, there's some land here, but you know what? I think it looks alright having a little bit of land on the edge in 2 places. Maybe I'll build a smallish skyscraper here another time, but you know what? I'm pretty sure this will be fine. I like it like this. And I'd say I've basically filled up the entire island with skyscrapers. We now have 14 skyscrapers. I can't remember if I said that before or not. But yeah, we have 14 skyscrapers now, including that one over there, which means we have doubled our skyscraper count this episode. We did have 7, now we have 14 because we built 7 in this episode, which is just mental. And we have now completely filled up this island with skyscrapers. I remember at the start of the SMP, my main goal for my base was to fill up this island with skyscrapers. I thought that would be like 50 skyscrapers, but it turns out they could only fit 13 on this one island. So as you can probably guess from me building a skyscraper over here, I plan to expand my city outwards onto this mainland here, and around this little island, I plan to build a bunch of skyscrapers. I still love the idea of having like 50 plus skyscrapers, so I think that's going to be the goal. We're just going to expand the city towards the land around my island. Oh, it's going to look sick. Anyway, with all that said, we have done what we wanted to do this episode, which was completely fill up this island with skyscrapers, which means we can finally break this sign off the to-do list. Oh my. I know I said that I was going to start selling leaves in the log shop this episode, but I don't think I have time to do that. I'm kind of running out of time to get this episode out by Saturday, so I think that's going to have to be something we do next episode. We have still got an insane amount of stuff done this episode though. We filled up the entire island with skyscrapers. We plan on building skyscrapers around the island now because we've already filled up the island in like 3 months of the server. And as far as I'm aware, we plan on continuing with this SMP for over a year. So just imagine what my city is going to look like once I build like 50 or even 100 skyscrapers, I don't know, around the area. Oh my god, it's gonna look so cool. It already looks so cool. I'm already so proud of what we've done, and yeah, I'm really excited for what's to come. But with all that said and done, unfortunately I have run out of time for this episode. If you guys did enjoy, then make sure to leave a like, and if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching guys, this has been Smurf, and I'm out. I'll see you later.